able to talk with Brad Stevens for a minute. He said a big key for them will be containing Carlos Boozer offensively, adding, he's a player who can spread the floor with his jump shot or take you down the block, and it's tough to match his strength inside. Defensively, they'll look to keep length in front of him and limit his offensive rebounding. Sounds like a good game plan, guys. We'll see how they do it.
Thanks again, Doris. So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Sullinger against Boozer. And Sullinger kicks to Bass. They need this one. That one a little long. Steve, Boston last year was a team looking to rebuild, but their offense was just horrid at times.
Yeah, near the bottom in scoring as well as shooting efficiency. They lost a lot of games because of those offensive struggles.
Now here's Kobe. He's got 10. Can't hit the step-back jump shot.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And that one's good.
Well, it took a while, but somebody finally got a shot to go.
You know, I was starting to get a little concerned for them. I mean, it hadn't been pretty to this point. And before this last season, you know, Boston had never been an explosive offensive team, but the defense had been what carried that team, and it allowed them to still succeed, although they weren't that powerful offensively.
And out of bounds is Los Angeles Kings possession.
Now, a severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
Olenek is checked in for Boston. Lakers leading by 10.
Well, you only really notice a bad offense when it isn't concealed by a great defense. The Celtics look to address their scoring problems this offseason, so we'll see how those plans play out here this year.
Now, here's Nash. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They double-team Kobe. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Johnson, good.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Now, here's Green. Rondo passes to Green. Outside Rondo, outside Bradley. From the arc, that's good. Bradley's got 7 points.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Green against Kobe. Nash with no one around. Misses the 3. Celtics trail by 10. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Rondo with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Rondo dishes to Bradley. And the 3 off target. Now Boozer. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. With the shot, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Lakers lead by 12. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively, they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Boston, they've got Turner. Thornton out there with Smart. Then it's Wallace. And it's Bass in at the 5 spot. Now here's Turner. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
You know, there's always a lot of nicknames in the NBA. I loved what became of Nick Young last year in L.A. All of a sudden, he dubbed himself Swaggy P, and it caught on. It seemed like the whole league kind of loved watching him play and referring to him by that nickname.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, gentlemen, Kelly Olynyk grew up in a basketball family. His father was the head coach at the University of Toronto. Kelly said, "I had unlimited access to a huge basketball mind, which was unbelievable. He loved the game so much, and he had so much knowledge and experience. It really made me want to succeed in the game." Guys?
Great skill in that front court. He fits right in. Thanks, Doris.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Nash kicks to Bryant. They get it again. Boozer passes to Young for the 3. That doesn't go either for Bryant.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Takes the 13-footer. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
The 3. Good. It's Johnson with the assist that time. 20 points for Kobe Bryant.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Smart kicks to Thornton. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Celtics trail by 9.
Well, the Lakers are in another one of those transition stages, and they've not had many in the history of the franchise. But they do need to start looking for that next superstar to build the team around. You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Big Bird substitution here for the Lakers. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Boozer. Davis comes in for Wesley Johnson. Clarkson, he's checked in for Young. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Nash. Outside Turner, out to the wing. Bass dishes to Turner. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant. You know, guys, you rarely see a player on a team apologize for scoring, but Evan Turner did just that last year. Remember in a game against the Lakers, he put away a 360 dunk at the buzzer in a game that wasn't even close, and then Steve immediately apologized afterwards.
Well, you got to give Turner credit. I mean, he knew immediately that he kind of broke the code. You're supposed to, you know, respect the other team and pull the ball back out. So he reacted accordingly, went over to the Lakers and apologized, and everything really was fine.
And Evan Turner perhaps used to getting under opponent's skin. His college teammate at Ohio State nicknamed him the villain for his cold-blooded nature on the court. Tremendously competitive and versatile is Evan Turner.
And Evan Turner perhaps felt he played the villain last season. After the trade to Indiana, Sixers GM drove him to the airport. And his arrival on the Pacers seemed to coincide with their tailspin. So He's looking to succeed in a winning situation.
Kobe goes in. The shot is off.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Lin with the steal. Pull up Jay. And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist by Lin. And it's now 22 points for Kobe Bryant. Celtics trail by 12. Smart kicks to Bass. He drains the quick shot.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Ryan against Turner from deep. And another three for the Lakers.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the three-point line. So, got to make some adjustments defensively.
Now here's Smart. Turner passes to Smart. He feeds it to Thornton. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Smart. He tries for 3. Rebound Hill. Lakers leading by 13. Kobe dishes to Hill. Fades back, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively. Brandon Bass now in his 10th season out of LSU, pick and pop, power forward. That mid-range shot is the strength of his game, and he's really improved defensively the last couple of years as well.
And Bass is much more of an offensive-minded big man. At 6'8", he's not a big-time defender or rebounder. His job really is to space the floor and put points on the board.
The free throw drops for Bass. And Brandon Bass earning the nickname No Pass Bass. Steve, more career turnovers than assists.
Yeah, but that's his role, Kevin. You know, when he's open, knock it down. And what I like about Bass is that he has improved his defense considerably. The last couple of years with Doc Rivers in Boston, that was something that Doc really emphasized. In the second quarter, they've had the right approach. Very aggressive, driving, drawing contact, and creating opportunities at the free throw line.
But, you know, if other things aren't working for you, Steve, getting to the foul line can be a good place to start to turn it around.
Celtics trail by 16. And it's Rondo penetrating. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Kobe. And Boston called for the foul. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Brandon Bass. Seconds left in the first half. Here's Bryant. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Kobe's got 31.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
Rondo kicks to Young. Sullinger with a screen for Young. Rondo with it. He's picked up by Hill. The Celtics working the ball around now. 4 on the clock. Sullinger, no good. That will count. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a humongous shot to cap their run going into the break. They finished off that half on a roll.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Lakers ahead, ending the second quarter on a 20-5 run. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline.